I am going to be your lab partner today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform the lab, but you're going to be the person doing all the timing and stuff because this is a two-person lab when we do it in class. I'm going to be using the apparatus because I have it. And you're going to use your cell phone or the stopwatch version on it in order to time some. So we're going to use 3 masses. So the first thing I want to do is prove to you that they are the masses they say they are. So I have my nice electronic kitchen balance, COVID times, you know, you got to use what you got. And this is the one that my chefy husband uses. So we have a 50-gram mass. We have a 100-gram mass. And we have a 200-gram mass. And I just wanted to show you the mass because as grade 12s, you're supposed to care about accuracy and scientific error. And part of that is making sure that I'm not just going to use the mass written on the top. I am going to actually check it because I am a scientist. Okay, so I'm going to explain how this is going to work, and then I'm going to do each part. Your job is once I get the thing turning, and we're doing a part of this, and I will explain it as we go along, then you need to do 3 trials, which means you have to decide how many rotations you're going to time. You're going to time those rotations and record the time it took. And then you're going to do that 3 times using the footage that I provide. You're going to start at different spots, time different sections, and that will give you a bit more accuracy. You're not depending on one tiny part of the video, but you're going to get 3 trials out of my twirling, expertise. So I'm going to show you how the video is going to work first. Or how the experiment works. So it uses this strange apparatus, and the apparatus is basically a stopper on one end, and that's got mass to it, and it's on a string. And I've measured this radius, so the radius to the tip here from the stopper is 75 centimeters. And then I've put a piece of tape underneath. And I've done it about 1 centimeter below so that I can keep an eye on this. And as long as the tape isn't moving up or down, then I have the right frequency. If I start spinning too fast, it will start to move up. If I start moving too slow, it will go down. So when I get the perfect frequency, it'll stably stay in one spot. And that's what I'm going to track. You're going to be watching this going around and around and around, and you're going to try timing a certain number. And you can decide, I suggest a larger number, 10, 15, maybe even 20. But you're going to decide, and you're going to time a section and the number of trials to find out the frequency. Now, I'm going to be doing this with different masses. We're going to start with 200 grams. And the reason I'm putting 200 grams in the bottom is this. If I just spin this right now, then I got caught in my hair. If it didn't have the string, then it would fly off. And it's only going to stay in that circle because I'm holding on to the string. I'm creating tension in the string. And the tension in the string is going to be equal to the inertia trying to pull it out. And what that tension does is as it's spinning, it's trying to go out and the string's pulling back. And that backwards pull, pulling back on this object, that's the centripetal force. That's what we're going to try to measure, is figure out centripetal force. Now, when we go to do that, I need something to keep tension on the string, and it can't be my hand because I might change the amount of tension in the string, which is why I'm going to hang a mass on the end, because this mass is going to be pulled down by gravity. And gravity's going to pull it down by the same amount no matter what. So it's going to pull down on the string and create tension in the string that's constant. It's going to create 200 times 9.8, or the force of gravity, on a 200-gram mass in order to create tension. Now, of course, it should be 0.200, right? Because we changed kilograms when we talked about mass and forces. So that will provide a constant. I'm going to just hold on to the tube and not touch the string. And that way, the centripetal force pulling back on this, the tension in the string, will be equal to the gravity on this mass. And that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to kneel down so that you can see the stopper well. And I'm going to start making it go round and round. So this is at 75 centimeter radius. with 200 grams on the bottom. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to get it going and get it nice and stable at a nice stable frequency where, see, now it holds on its own and it doesn't move. And it should just sit there as long as I keep the frequency the same. Now what you're going to do is you're going to decide when to start your stopwatch. You're going to time whatever number you've decided, and then you're going to hit stop. And then you're going to do that 2 more times for a total of 3 trials. So you end up with 3 times you can average. So I'm just going to keep doing this for a while, and you can start when you want, and you can stop when you want. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of footage of that. You should be able to get 3 trials out of there somewhere. So that was 200 grams. I'm going to add my 50 to it for a total of 250 grams. This is going to be our fast one, so you got to get ready. I got to get a really good rhythm. And when I'm stable, which I'm pretty much stable now, you can start timing whenever you want. Okay, that should be more than enough footage for that. So I'm going to take the 200 off and put on my 100. So now I'll be at 150 because I have 100 and my 50 on there. So same thing, you decide when to start and stop. I'm just going to give you a bunch of footage to work with. Nope, not there yet. Sorry, going too fast. It's very hard to slow down after you've gone fast. That's pretty good right there. Okay, so that should give you lots of footage to use. And finally, I'm going down to 100 grams. So I just have the 100. So this one will be nice and slow, probably easier to time. I'll tell you when I'm ready. I'm not quite there yet. This one I always find hard to change to because it's so slow. Okay, I think I'm good. Anytime you are ready, you can start. Okay, that should give you lots of footage to use. So while you were watching that, I hope you were thinking about some of the scientific errors that could occur. So that is what you need for part 1, because I did 200, 250, 150, and 100 grams. So now you can watch part B, get the data for it, part C, get the data for it, and you will be ready to do your lab.